Hello lovelies, this is Barr and I welcome you to today's Brain Box series. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, just like I always say. And for all my returning subscribers, I really appreciate you. God bless you. And there's anything of concern you'd like me to treat, just don't forget to leave it in the comment section down below. I really appreciate you. Please don't pass by this video without viewing. It's very, very important because the aim of this video is to touch life, impact lives. There's so many people who just need one word for you to speak that word to them, for them to move and to do something for themselves. And that's the essence of this video, to move that great giant to do exploit in life, that great inventor lying somewhere downcasted, to do exploit and to do great in life. Today's Brain Box series, we'll be considering the topic titled Identifying Opportunities. Now, in life, it's been said that every day we pass by opportunities. How are you able to identify opportunities for you, an opportunity for you to grab? They said people become poor because they pass over opportunities repeatedly, and that's why you see it's as if things are going in circles for you. Now, what are those opportunities that you have missed? How do you identify and maximize opportunities that comes along the way? Sometimes it might not really be what you studied in school. Sometimes it might not be all about the degree that you have. But what are those potential? What are those things what is that thing that distinguishes you, that makes you distinct and different from every other person? Now, just like we are all human with different faces, with different abilities, now that's the same way you need to note that as individuals, there's great potentials inside of you. How are you able to harness this potential and bring it to realization in order for you to enable you to attain that success that you want in life? Don't be someone who will find yourself in a square peg when you're supposed to be in a round hole. Now, what makes times and season better for you, among other factors, you need to note is the opportunity you identify, maximize and sustain, and or which you are able to use in order to diversify. Now, that's why we need to note that great opportunities abound. That's why it's been said that in difficult situation, it is that the time that you find greater opportunities. But we need to open our minds and our hearts in order for us to identify this opportunity. Now, how do you identify opportunities? We need to note that where there is a need, there is an opportunity. Now, that's why if you're not able to solve a problem, that's why you see great men in life, those who have attained success in life. These are people who were able to identify problems and solve these problems, and these are the people, and they took advantage of this and leveraged on that. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves is that what problem are you actually solving, or are you really a problem to the society that needs to be solved? Now, most of the time we look onto they need to do for me, they need to do for me, they need to do for me. But the question is, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to give to the society? Now, you might tell yourself that the society has not offered me anything, therefore there is nothing I'm supposed to offer. Then if you want to break even, if you want to break through and become independent and become someone of substance, then you need to look for a need to solve. You need to look for a need to meet, and you need to look for a problem to solve. It is only in solving problems that you realize that your own needs will be met, and you realize that you maximize your potentials. Now, it's not everybody that will be an inventor. It's not everybody that will be in certain field, but everybody have talent. You have something that is inside of you. You have something that God has deposited inside of you? What are those things that are inside of you that you are harnessing? Because you need to remember that every talent given to you, the Lord will request of it from you. What did you want to do with it? How are you able to maximize it? Look down within. What are those things, abilities that I have, and use it to create opportunities for people. You might be an eloquent speaker. You might be someone who will say one word to a certain group of people, and you see that they will be energized. They will be moved to achieve their aim in life. And you might also be someone who is supposed to be inventing something, and the numbers are endless. So that's why we need to identify a problem. Identify a problem and solve it. Then look for need and meet those needs. In that way, you realize that when you're able to solve problems, you realize that your own problem will also want to be solved. And when you're able to meet needs, you realize that your own needs will also want to be met. Therefore, in order for us to become better among every other factors, and not to pass over opportunities repeatedly, we need to open our minds to new things. We need to open our minds to new opportunities, and we need to open our minds to new avenues in order for us to grab whichever suits us and maximize it to our own benefit. As much as we're trying to meet the needs of others, we are also trying to solve a problem within us. And when you do all that, you realize that you will be happy. And doing the things that you love doing, you just realize that things start falling in place for you. So let's learn to identify those opportunities. Open your minds and your heart. Solve problems, meet needs. You realize that things will be okay. After